appearing offline. I'm going to add vaporizer if I haven't added them already, which I haven't. So let me do that now. As we are live. We are live.
Oh,
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to TFRL A-League season finale here in Abu Dhabi. It is the crowning jewel of the championship. We've done 20 rounds before this. Now we're on to round 21 here in Abu Dhabi. I'm JimSaid14. I am your lead commentator and F1 coordinator, and joining me in the commentary box, as always, is Ballboy57. I was going to say that small guy 2001 there for some reason.
Oh. Yeah,
I don't think you're him.
The last time for A-League, anyway.
It is the last time. Right, I am going to give some invites out to some of the B-League guys who are quickest, who are the quick ones. Right, so be ready if you are appearing. Storm on your Nexus account, Deneen, Glocky, Lewis is coming as well, by the way, which is good to see. Anybody else? Mr. Dragon, you can come in as well. Let's get in S-Boy. You will be the only dragon, yes. You will be the only dragon. Right, we've got a couple of B-League guys invited. So there we go. Let me get the... No. Yeah, so we have got a low attendance tonight out of the A-League guys anyways, so the B-League guys have been brought in to fill the void. Lewis is in as well, which is good to see. Storm's in. So as long as we get like a similar attendance to last week, like 14, I'd be happy. I mean, it is the end of the season. I was expecting this. So it is 14 now. So yeah, same attendance pretty much. And I think, bar couple, I think we've got pretty much the same driving lineup as last week as well, which is always good to see. Right, now we're going to get this out of the way first. I just honestly like to pay a tribute to the late and very great Charlie Whiting, who, without his stature in F1, I don't think F1 would be as popular and as well received as it is now. I honestly think he was the life and soul. He ensured that every driver got a fair chance. He ensured that every team got a fair chance. Without him on the grid, I think it's going to be very, very weird this season. So in honour of Charlie Whiting, and also in honour of the 49 victims that perished in that utterly horrible New Zealand shootings at the mosques in Christchurch, we are going to have 1 minute silence starting from now. Thank you very much, everyone. That was absolutely lovely. That was really nice. Well done, everyone. And yeah, I just honestly, I was a bit tearful during that minute silence, to be honest. If I've got to be honest, quite a somber mood leading into tonight's race. However, we do have action for you out on track. So anyone that is not in a car, get in a car. And I don't care what car, but you can go in spectate mode. Don't try and sneak into the race. See, I had everything coming. So, yeah, the shooting in New Zealand is horrible, but it's the fact the guy live streamed it himself doing it. Exactly. It is utter, sick, callous. What individual does that? I'm sorry, but what individual does that? It's just really... But I've been saying all day to my close family and my close friends that this attack in New Zealand, if this was in the UK, we would immediately be blaming another organisation, not homegrown terrorism as is the case in New Zealand. Anyways, enough about New Zealand, enough about Charlie Whiting. Let's get on with some great action here tonight. We've got 16 drivers, I do believe. Pelly has joined quite late in, which is good to see. But honestly, thank you everyone for that minute silence. Yeah, somber mood leading into tonight. Why is T-Hawk here? No. You can kick him. He's a new driver. That's all it is. He's a new driver. I don't want to be risking new drivers. If you think about it, the morals with Little Brookie, I've seen him race before. I haven't seen T-Hawk race on this game before. But if T-Hawk, however, if we can send him the sign-up link, that'd be much appreciated, because I want him signing up for next season. Of course. Pelly, you can go in any car you want. Silas is here as well.
Yeah,
Silas.
I just invited those guys thinking they could race, but if T-Hawk can't, then I'll kick him out.
Just kick out T-Hawk. Silas, I'm fine with. As long as he keeps it clean, I'm fine with. Sorry, T-Hawk. No, we can begin. We can begin. We can begin. I don't want Hamilton in here, no way. Goodness me. We can start. Lovely. Am I getting a reward for cleanest driver, Lewis? We'll have to see how you do in this race. Have to see. And there's going to be some very important announcements coming up. After this, I can say on the stream that me and Bullboy will be looking over every single driver that have currently completed their time trial times and evaluation race. So if you have, you will be one of those drivers that will be getting assessed tonight. I will be urging to get the time trial times done and the connection testing done over the weekend as well. Billy asked if he could join. We've just literally started. Billy, you can wait tomorrow, but hopefully you can enjoy the action on the stream while you're watching. I do believe we've got, is it 17 drivers we've got here now? Good. Do I have to do time trial as you know my pace? Everyone has to do time trial. Even if I know people's pace, it is just to assure that everyone is placed in a fair league. That's what we use the time trial times for. Have you guys loaded in, by the way? Alright, I'm loading up now, apparently. All my names are just loaded up on my screen, which is quite strange. Oh, hopefully we're not getting this glitch again. Do you remember the glitch from TFRL, where this happened and I got kicked out of the session? Let's hope it doesn't happen. But 17 drivers out on track. And of course, going into this, Wise League has secured the championship. Matt Tippos not attending. He's guaranteed second as well now in the championship. Third and fourth in the championship was between Will and somebody else. Hang on, let me have a look. I haven't. All right. It was Lyronix and Expree with Matthias just in behind. Matthias, you could get third actually tonight. Way indeed. Right, I'm gonna mute everyone. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck to the two drivers that are in here. Hopefully we'll be able to speak to them in qualifying if needs be. But coming out on an outlap, first, Montana. Montana is on an outlap in the McLaren tonight with Joel. Of course, no Button attending. I will give, however, an update on the sign-ups, the amount of sign-ups that we've got. We have got 72 sign-ups for next season.
Ooh.
So far. 72. Most recent sign-ups, JB22 and Mr. Xbree X30.
So, okay, so does that mean we're going to have 4 tiers then?
We could have 4 tiers. I'd like to push as many sign-ups as possible, so if you know any friends, if you know anyone that you think can start off either in league racing or is very experienced, bring them to us, because we are going to be accommodating, or try and accommodate, everyone that signs up. I can't guarantee what tier you're going to be in, but obviously, you know, the logistics, we've got to go through pretty much everyone. I think we've got about anywhere between 15 and 20 drivers done so far, which is a low number, but I want to try and push that over the weekend and into next week, of course. Yeah, and there's also Fantasy League sign-ups in the Discords if people want to have a check of that. I think we've got 15 sign-ups now instead of 10.
Including myself.
Including yourself, yeah, I noticed you signed up. But Montana, however, is on a lap, so let's take you on board for a lap around the Yas Marina circuit. Is it Yas Marina? It is Yas Marina.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, thank God. It's not Marina Bay. That,
no,
in Singapore, yeah. Because me and, yeah, I get confused with that. I think Just Games alluded to it in commentary around here in ILR yesterday, that she was getting confused by the two circuits. But Montana, however, looking very nice. Just going through the chicane, famously where Hulkenberg was hanging like a cow. Montana, though, running down for Junior.
Oh, yes.
That's in the background. 56.3 through the middle. And really, really nice and attacking. That was beautiful through the chicane. That was really nice stuff. Now through the, what I like to call the triple right-hander. Now into another right-hander. And then onto the grandstand section, which will nearly complete the lap. They've only got 2 more corners after the exit of this section. I may add, by the way, that Expree and Kazizzle... sorry, Expree picked up a warning. Kazizzle, we judged your... or I judged your incident to certainly be the... what a lap to start off with! Jesus Christ! My God! Quick still for Montana, and he wants to set pole quite early. If that was a banker lap, then, goodness me, Matthias goes behind thingy. Oh, I've stuck my iPad still on. Thingy. I'm just having a look at the comments. Can Billy join the race? Billy, honestly, I think it'll be best if you sat out of tonight. Obviously, it is A-League. We've called some of the top 10 in the standings here tonight to fill in the positions. Obviously, into next season, it won't be the case where we get B-League into like F2 into F1, F1 into F2 sort of thing, like we've done this season. There will be league reserves for every single league. So... yeah, and more details, as I say, will be announced, because I've been working on the calendar. And even Bullboy does not know what it's like.
Yeah, but after this race, I will have a night out, hopefully.
You will. Lewis cutting the chicane there. Great stuff from Lewis. Just in front of his teammate, who is Onyx Mir out on track. Thinking, why was he in a Mercedes there? Deneen is on a lap in the Sauber, the Irishman, replacing the befallen Xpree. I don't know where Xpree is tonight. I don't know where Small Guy is tonight, actually, either. As somebody has just lost a bit of front wing. That was the Williams. That was Onyx Mir, I think. Or Lewis, one of the two. It was Lewis who I think broke his front wing. Deneen into the pits.
Oh.
Mr. Dragon ran the final corner. Not to be confused with Fidgeting Dragon, of course, and he goes ahead of Storm just briefly. Interesting to know, actually, that a couple of these guys, at least half the times, just more than half the times set currently, are on Super Softs. Can you read anything into that?
Well, it's a bit too early to tell. I think maybe some just trying out different tyres for the race itself, or seeing if they can qualify high up on a different set of tyre to last them more of the race itself. Because those hypers, I mean, you'll be pitting very early on, like lap 5 or 6 perhaps, if the tyre goes that bad. So that's why we're seeing a difference in strategy at the moment. I think it's my theory.
Yeah, I think Super Soft, I can't really read much into it, but obviously Montana and Vaporizer, who are now part of a clan in NSX, not an esports team, we may stress, at the minute anyways, but if they are an esports team, they've got some quite good drivers in. Montana, Vaporizer, I think Bass is in there, Unseen's in there as well. But yeah, Wisely, by the way, is on Ultras. No, he's not, he's on Hypersofts. He's on Hypersofts. I thought he was on Ultrasofts by the tyre graphic, but that is wrong. He's on Hypersofts, and he's just on a lap now, our championship winner. So let's see what he can do in the Red Bull. Can he put it to Montana and Vaporizer here tonight? I would put down a top 3, by the way. I'm going to put Montana, Onyx, Wiselig, 2nd and 3rd. Montana, Onyx, and Wiselig.
Yeah, definitely for me, gotta be Montana for pole here. I mean, who else could beat him here? It's gonna be so hard for anyone else to top him. Ooh. Second, let's go for Kazizzle and Vaporizer third.
Yeah, Kazizzle obviously hasn't set a lap yet. I think he's just preparing for one now. Wisely into the, what is the 2nd chicane out on track. Obviously, they'll be approaching the 3rd chicane soon. He'll flag Sector 2, Sector 3. I think that's Wisely preparing for lap, or somebody is anyways. Oh, it's Montana getting out of the way on his outlap. Coming through the chicane, attacking it nicely, but not as aggressive as Montana on his lap. So he might be off his lap here. Hopefully, Wisely gets a good performance, and you never know, we may try and get him to defend his title next season.
Ooh.
Which would be quite interesting. Oh, he's run miles wide. Joe has gone 3rd, however, on a set of Hypers. 34.8. Not a bad lap. Joe obviously has signed up for next season. Wisely, by the way, has invalidated that lap, and he is coming into the pits. So that means we can go on board with Kazizzle, who I think has also invalidated his lap. I don't know where he's going either here. Is that the sort of driving you want to see? I don't think it is.
No.
Kazizzle, you've been caught red-handed cutting the chicane there. Terrible, terrible driving. Anyways, Silas is on a lap. People that are not aware of Silas, he is part of FRL, and I do believe you can give a bit more insight into him.
Yeah, Silas actually joined FRL not too long ago, actually, through the comments section, would you believe it or not. He found our stream. And he said, can I race? And I was like, yeah, sure, let's give you a tester. And he was pretty good, so he's stayed ever since then, really. That's the story of Silas.
Oh, very interesting. And he's gone 3rd.
He has.
He's gone 3rd, but that is on a set of Hypers. I think some of the guys below can obviously improve. So it'll be interesting to see who can improve. I know Matthias certainly can improve because he backed up his lap right at the end. And he's just retired. I don't know what's happened. There's yellow flag, Sector 1 and Sector 2. I think that might be him, actually. Has he retired down the straight? Let me have a look. I'm gonna I spy with the car. No, nothing down the straight. Not sure what has happened to Matthias there. Anyways, Silas is probably going to be coming in the pits. Onyx Mur is coming in the pits. Technique's on a lap, however, on a set of supers. Let's have a good final race, guys. Good luck, everyone. Please let Yor win. He promised me something really good if he wins today. Hopefully, that is you signing up. Jesus Christ, Technique Gaming into the pits. He nearly bummed it into the pit wall. Bloody hell. Oh. It was inches away from going in the pit wall. Jesus. Oh, he's lucky. He's very lucky. Someone give Nexus Dragon a pair of fucking mirrors. Amateur. Let me relay those comments, Montana, because he is in the party with us right now. Mr. Dragon, your DRS is open and you've been called an amateur on stream by Montana. Care to explain what happened? He must have, yeah. He must have gotten his line. Oh, we see Deneen going for spin at turn 3. Deneen going for spin. Matthias, what happened to you, by the way? You've retired. Did you crash? Did you crash by any chance at turn 3? Oh, wasn't a turn 3. Oh. Luckily, I did not see that. I did not see that. You'll have to send that to me. Hey, you'll have to send that to me. Oh, Lewis all out of shape! Nearly going into the second pit lane. Goodness me. Jesus. Anyways, good luck. Just thought I'd give them some quick interviews there. Lewis nearly ended up in that second pit lane which F2 uses. But he gets out of the way. I see him getting out of the way. And by the way, Wisely has told me within the comments that he is starting from the back. So our championship leader is starting from the back. So that means probably Montana is on for pole. Did you see Kaziddle go second, by the way? Because I didn't.
Oh no, I didn't even. I was looking at someone else there. Yeah, he's gone second. Didn't even see what.
33.5. So less than 5 chance off Montana, I do believe. So let's pick on somebody that's on a lap. Mr. Dragon is on a lap. Pressure's on for the Welshman.
Come on.
Nexus Dragon, he's 500 down. I'm not sure if he'll be pitting actually with 4 minutes to go. I think he might.
Nice line. Okay, this section of track right. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at
Very
that.
nice.
Getting so
he wasn't
close
really
to the
attacking
wall
though. He's coming in the pits. He's coming in the pits. He dropped the ZRS down. He's coming in the pits. Yeah. Told you.
Yes.
That's why you've always got to have your telemetry and lap data up, because you see stuff like that. Deneen, however. I thought, yeah. I thought Deneen was gonna be setting a lap, but he's also backed off this lap by the looks. The B League champion. If you didn't miss, if you missed Brazil, then obviously him and Glocky had a bit of a coming together. Glocky currently in 8th, so Deneen not starting anywhere near him for now, and I think that's quite good, to be honest, that he isn't, because we don't want to see round 2 develop out on track like we did in Brazil, because both of them did drive over aggressively that night, and I think I made my comments pretty clear on that stream about it, so I don't need to go into anything much. Hamres, however, is on a lap. Let's have a look at him going through turn 3. Very nice and deep into turn 3, and that was nice. And he's 17.0 through the first sector. It's not too bad at all. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3. We've got a yellow. Who was that off? Somebody was off there. That was a McLaren. That was your, I think.
If it's a McLaren, yeah, because Montana's just
Montana's in the pit lane. Yeah, Joe going down the straight. Yeah, it was him getting out of the way. I just saw a car on the right-hand side of the screen. I was thinking, where the hell's that? I thought they crashed or something. But Hamres is on a lap, the Dutchman. Hamres is, I don't think, part of next season currently. If he does want to be, of course, he's got to get a sign-up in to cover that. I'm just checking through, make sure we haven't missed him in the sign-ups. No, he hasn't signed up, so he's one of the drivers here that actually hasn't signed up. I do believe everyone in this lobby, apart from Wise League, has. I do believe. But Hamres coming through the final 2 corners soon. Literally a couple of seconds time. There we go, going through the second last corner now. I think he's improving on this lap. Could be a 34. Hamres around the final corner. Looking nice, attacking on the power. And it's a 34-8 and he goes 5th. And he's just ahead of Joel. Right, let's pick out somebody interesting to go on a lap with around here. Onyx Mur is on a lap and he's on Ultra Softs. And he nearly put a bit of front wing there in the wall. Yeah. Onyx now around the final corner. I think this is going to be quicker than Hamres here. Onyx across the line. Oh, he goes 3rd on a set of Ultras.
Wow.
He goes 3rd on a set of Ultras. Will there be any response from Montana, who is just prepping up for a lap now? Kazizel's on 1. Let's go on board with him, actually. Let's go on board with Kazizel. So I think he's furthest on of the main protagonists here in qualifying. As now he comes through, looking very nice. I'm not sure if he picked up an invalidation there. Don't think he has. He's still attacking the car quite well. Coming through. More comments coming through about the Joel fan club. Joel, obviously, they're wanting to impress. Or his fan club are wanting Joel to win. Which has got this yellow flag. There's green flags just ahead. I'm not sure if somebody had a bit of a moment. But Kazizel is attacking this lap. He's attacking it a little bit too much, I think. Round the final corner. Is he going to knock Montana off the top spot? I don't think he is. He doesn't, but he does improve by a 10.5 to set a 33.3. So that is him out the way. Montana running down the straight. I'm trying to pick out on somebody that is actually on a decent lap here. I think Silas is on the lap. Currently standing in 5th at the minute, the Dane. We're going to be seeing him next season. And as soon as I've just said that, Joel's gone quicker with a 34.1. So Silas now looking to try and improve across the line. He improves, but not enough. There, Technique across the line on Ultras goes 5th with a 34.1. Let's jump on board then with Montana because he is coming round the final couple of corners now. Actually, is Lewis ahead of him? Yeah, Lewis is ahead of him out on track. So Lewis now around the final 2 corners. Don't think this is going to be a eye-wateringly good lap. He's across the line and he makes sure of that. Both Ferraris are off track there. Montana across the line. Oh, and he goes quicker. 32.8.
Wow.
Very nice lap. Vaporizer, however, is the only one that can really spoil the party. 34.1 is current best at the minute. Going through the final 2 corners now. He is on a very good lap here, actually. Vaporizer trying to go quicker. I don't think he is. And after that last corner, I don't think he is either. He does, and he's set to 33.8, but doesn't improve his position. Anybody else of note that's on a lap? Hamres, I think, is the only real one that is on a lap here. Because I think Glocky and Storm and Deneen certainly have backed off their laps. And you've just seen there, Ferrari off track. Hamres coming under the thingy now. He's on around for a vaporizer time. Deneen's gone 5th, by the way, B-League champion. He's gone 5th, 34.1 and ahead of Technique. Hamres ran the final corner. Can he improve? He doesn't. And it was, oh, he did, but it was an invalidated lap. Glocky has run out of fuel. And so has Storm. If both of them retire from the session, that'll be much appreciated. And then we can get going. I slowed down too much. I was aiming for 11th. That was Lewis. He was aiming for 11th, but he's got 14th instead. And come on board with somebody's S-Boys Strickland Sauber.
Oh, dear.
That's at the start of the 3rd sector, I think. But with 17 drivers amongst us and the end of qualifying, we now come on to the results from qualifying. And Montana is on top from Kazizel in 2nd, Onyxmer in 3rd. Was that your top 3 prediction, pretty much, there? Apart from Vaporizer being out of position. I think it was.
Oh my goodness, yes it is.
Vaporizer, Deneen, Technique, Joe, Silas, Hamres, Glocky, top 10. S-Boy, Pelly, Matthias. He's stuck in that B-League battle, essentially. There. Lewis, Storm, Nexus Dragon, and Wiselig at the back. Because this'll keep the defending clean, is the message from Onyx. And I also reiterate that message, keep the defending clean. Because he's said to me, he will work hard. We will work hard on him with his driving, of course, with the driver improvement lobbies next week, which I will come on to more. Kazisel as well, yeah, attacking. I think overall he needs to work on things, as do, I think, quite a few of these drivers tonight in this lobby. You could argue the case for a few, but overall I think we need to find improvement out of these drivers, continually, like, gradually bring them along on their journey, and then bring the best out of them, essentially. And that's what we'll do next season. But,
for sure, definitely.
As we are about to go into the race, 50%, I think. I was going to say 25% there. Goodness me. No double points in operation. Don't get on to me about double points. There's no double points in operation. It would have only been done if we had a championship battle going into this week, which we can technically still have if we do double points, but double points, it's just a bit naff, as I'm calling it. Top 3 prediction from you, however. Who do you expect to see?
I am sticking by my weird and wacky
weird and wacky ways.
thing I always do. So let's go. Wiselig, champion to win today.
Wow.
P2, I am going to give it
I know who you're going to give it to.
I think he's going to disconnect, so I'm going to give P2 to Lewis and P3 to Matthias. I don't think Storm and Mr. Dragon are going to get a podium here. I think Lewis and Matthias are safe bets anyway for a shock podium, so that's what I'm going to go for.
Well, I'm going to put down a top 3, and it is a bit of a kind of a weird and wacky one, you could argue. Montana for the win. I don't think anyone's going to get close to him tonight. Second, I think Onyx is going to get second. And third, let's go wild and wacky, Matthias for third. Just think he might have the pace around here to try and get close. If you can get past Glocky, S-Boy and Pelly early on, he's got Hamres and Silas ahead of him, and he should be able to get them quite easily as well. Yeah. As long as he gets everyone past up to Technique and Deneen area, he could be on for podium. Through the formation lap, pretty much. As Wiselig's the only one.
Goodness.
Yeah, they're all still filling in though. Anything can happen still. No, I think everyone is fine. Oh, there's cars going inside of each other, but just Wiselig on what appears to be his final race in TFRL forever, according to him. He has signed up for ILR. Hopefully we can try and nick him in. But as we've got a perfect shot actually in the grid lining up. 5 red lights, weird placing of the cars actually by the front two, but 5 red lights are about to go out here for the season finale in Abu Dhabi. And it is, as the revving engines begin, it is lights out and away we go. And it's a good start from everyone. Kazisel could try and get him down into turn 1. Kazisel, Montana keeping it nice and clean actually through turn 1 and 2. Beautiful. Kazisel's up to the lead. There's contact in behind. I think Pelly, Lewis and Wiselig's being caught up in something further down the order, which is a shame. Kazisel is up to the lead of the race. Montana may not have been expecting that. It was a very clean start between both of them, which is good to see. Further down the order, there's a bit of Constantina going on. Pelly and Lewis, I think, got caught up in a collision. But apart from that, everything seems fine and dandy at this point. Kazisel, look at him behind. Jesus Christ, who's that trying to go off track? That was Joe and Hamres battling in the background. As they filter through, Silas was trying to go for the move there. Montana's on the back of him. Montana is on the back of Kazizel. Let's go on board with him. See if Kazizel keeping his car in the middle line, which is good to see. He normally cuts across. He's defending it well, and there's contact! There is contact. Onyx has got to be careful. Onyx now down the inside for the lead. And Onyx has got the lead. Vaporizer's in there. It's all getting a little bit too much. Not sure whose fault it was really there.
Crazy.
Absolutely crazy stuff. Deneen, the B-League champion, has gone off.
Oh, is he gone?
He's at track extended by an absolute mile. If he rejoins safely, he'll be ahead of Hamres, which he has done. But he's got that 5-second stop go. So now Onyx is in the lead. Kazizel's second. Maybe defending a little bit too aggressively. Maybe Montana attacking a little bit too aggressively too. There. Vaporizer in third. Montana now down to fourth from being in the pole, but I think he's going waltzing down the inside on Vaporizer. Oh, there's contact between the two NSX guys. Montana and Vaporizer. Please give each other room, guys. Come on. Technique's on the back of them, which is not great stuff. If you are in that, Deneen just nearly into the back of Technique there. Matthias has made up early ground. Pelly and Lewis, as I alluded to, did have contact. A little bit of lag going on. Are you picking up that?
A little bit from one or two, but drivers, but it's alright. So
right, there we go. Montana's gone past Vaporizer. Technique now in the double toe in behind. As Kazizel closes up under the brakes, locks up nearly into the back of Onyx. Oh! Getting all too close here in Abu Dhabi. Goodness me. I don't think I've ever said this before, but Montana appears to be holding up a bit of a trend here.
Yeah, although he just got past...
Is Vaporizer going around the outside of him? He tried to. Technique filters in through. Deneen Hammer's jaw on the back. Have I got a timing glitch or something? Because that's 700ths between Onyx and Kazizel.
I have as well, because Mr. Dragon's 1 minute 40 behind Silas. That's not right, so...
3/10. I think it's now fixed itself. Oh! Joel has crashed in the background. He's spun. That's through the grandstand section. I think he's collected Glocky there as well. Oh my god, what on earth? What on earth has happened there? Who's it caused there?
Glocky is slowing as well.
Glocky, I don't think will continue much further, to be honest. Who's that coming in the pit? I thought somebody was coming in the pit. See that? Just made the pit lane. Mr. Dragon is slowing.
He's lagging. He's lagging a lot. That's the driver who I saw there.
So was Mr. Dragon the one at fault there? I think he was. He's let everyone back through. I didn't see the incident in full. Oh, Matthias is out! And he's crashed at turn 3! He has crashed at turn 3! Battle for the lead though. Onyx Kazizel is the lead battle at the minute. And they're 1.5 seconds away from Montana. Kazizel dives it down the inside on Onyx. And again... just the defending and the attacking a little bit too aggressive from Kazizel. I think he needs to give that place up, to be honest. And Montana's on the back of this now. Vaporizer is in behind, holding up Deneen, it seems. They'll filter through in single file. So I'm not sure what was the cause for that big incident going through the grandstand section. We'll obviously try and have a look at that from driver's POV, and it may impact on the results. But for now, anyways, let's just continue on seeing this lead battle of 3 as Kazizel's all out of shape. All out of shape. Onyx down the inside.
Surely not here. Surely.
Oh, he's put him in the wall.
Yeah.
He's put him in the wall.
That's going to happen.
Vaporizer, Vaporizer all out of shape as well. They're driving. They're just getting a bit too desperate. And speaking of desperate, they've thrown 2 around. Montana and Onyx around. What on earth is happening here? Onyx gets the stop go. What on earth is happening with this race?
Way.
Absolutely unbelievable. Onyx, by the way, did force Kazizel off. I think that'll be a ban for him, to be honest. Vaporizer letting through Technique. Mr. Dragon has crashed out and has left the session as well. It's just all a little bit too aggressive. It really is. Calm it down. Calm it down, guys. Come on, it's the final race of the season. You want to be trying to put on a show for us, not trying to ruin it for next season. But, Dunedin's out in front.
He's got a good chance of winning this, you
No way! He can't! It's impossible!
He can. He can.
Why was Onyx trying to do a move there? I mean, Kazizzle, if you want to be quite ignorant and put in messages while people are racing, then so be it. But obviously you will get a penalty. Storm trying to go around the outside of S-Boy though in the meantime. If you can put a message in, by the way, in the A-League chat, just saying to Kazizzle, please stop putting messages in. If you can, that'd be much appreciated. Deneen, Technique, Matthias out the rest. So sad. I had him for a top 3, and that's what you get if you have him for a top 3. Vaporizer 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I saw that in the background, and it didn't look to me. Oh, and he nearly spun off the final corner. Goodness me. Oh. Montana's in. He must have some wing damage on the right hand end plate. He's into the pits, unless it's the hypers. Somebody that's kept it out of trouble though, our championship leader, our championship winner, sorry, I should say, Wise League, is just hunting around in 6th place. He's on super soft, so he can go quite long into the race. Some of these guys, thank you for that, by the way. Some of these guys, I will put my notifications off now, which is strange because I need to get back to the action here because there's something going on for the lead. Technique around the outside. He's got him. And he's got him cleanly as well. Lovely move by Technique. Brilliant move. That is the sort of moves you want to be seeing. Not the sort that we've seen with Kazizzle and Onyx. But send any footage in. There's 3... Bloody hell! There's 3 wide further down going into the chicane. S-Boy... Sorry, Glocky, Joe and Storm are the 3 that went 3 wide through the chicane. What on earth? Joe getting the run down. On Glocky, outbreaks himself. Can he make the corner? Glocky down the inside. Oh, lovely stuff. And Storm coming back through as well. Joe is the one that's losing out on this. But somehow he keeps off Storm for now. He obeys Storm. At the minute, Deneen is in. Deneen is in from the lead. Vaporize is in. Hamrez is in. Sorry, no, Hamrez is not in. But Deneen and Vaporizer are both in. Montana, by the way, he's out on super softs and he is in 12th place, 3.4 seconds behind Lewis, is on ultras, trying to probably get a 2-stop out of this race. It's all briefly calmed down a little bit, which I guess is good.
Yeah.
But the level of driving, again, probably below the standards of what we were expecting coming into this race. At the minute. Certainly from what I've seen. Right, let me have a look at the thingy. Sim Racing Matt. What a knob. Don't know who that is. But thank you. Oh, I think that's Matter. EVR Matter. That might be in the comments, because I see ILR stuff. Or ILR Matter, I should say. Not EVO Matter. That's a different person. Goodness me. But, lap 6 out of 28, Technique out in front. From Onyx in second. Deneen, by the way, has came out ahead of Montana. And is battling with Lewis and has got past Lewis.
Oh.
But Lewis is coming back at him. On much fresher tyres. Comes out of the slipstream. Montana and Vaporizer are quite close to each other as well, running down the straight. Lewis trying to go around the outside of Deneen. Deneen, oh, nice stuff. Nice stuff, no contact, brilliant. Can Lewis hold this around the outside? No, he ran out wide there. He ran out onto the marbles and Deneen got ahead. Pelly leaves the session, which is unfortunate. He leaves the session down the straight. Hamrez, by the way, is into the pits. As Technique and Onyx appear to me that they're going to be front 2, and it's Wisely going to get 3rd at this stage. I know Hamrez has just came in.
He could even win.
Oh, Storm!
What's that?
Where's that at?
Done in the pits.
Has he retired in the pits? He must have done.
Must have done. Yeah, surely.
He must have done. Not sure what happened there. Hamrez, however, came out in front of Deneen, which is crucial to his chances. Probably one of the weirdest and wacky races Haven't seen in a long, long time here in A-League. All for the wrong reasons, I think, currently. But we've got pretty much 2 battles going on. Deneen, Lewis. Sorry, Hammer's Deneen. Lewis, Montana, and Vaporizer were quite close as well. Montana now in the slipstream, trying to get past Lewis. Let's get on board with him down the inside. He's late on the brakes. Lewis goes a little bit too deep. Switch back. Oh, Vaporizer caught him there on the rear end, I think.
Yeah.
Montana's just trying to force his way through on gaps that aren't there. Vaporizer could see both of them round the outside, and surely not this. Surely not Montana. Down the inside, Lewis. Oh, it's all got a bit tight for him, and
yeah.
Montana and Lewis have come into collision. 3 wide through there, never going to work. Lewis has recovered the car somehow. He's got back underway, which is good. Technique, by the way, picks up a 3-second time penalty. Could this go to one of the B-League guys at this stage?
Yeah, certainly.
Deneen is out in front. I can't believe I'm saying this in A-League. Deneen is out in front. But again, this is the level of driving that we've come to expect, I think, this season. I think this race really just sums it up quite nicely, really, of how big of a task these guys have got to improve for our standards next season. It's almost as if they've never raced together before. They have. They've raced 20 they've raced 20 races this season, and I've got to say I'm very disappointed in what I've seen tonight. I'm really disappointed. This race is an absolute joke, says Lewis. Yeah. It's a shame, really, because we were coming into this. We were coming into this expecting a really good, tight, close battle between at least, I would say, 6 or 7 drivers. We've got 2 of them out, Kazizel, Matthias. We've got the half of the big guys down in the mid pack. It's just such a shame. I know people will probably go on to me about, the driving standards do need to improve. Yeah, they do need to improve. We know the problems that we've got this season. We are going to fix them, or we are going to attempt to fix them at least, for next season, in time for next season. It's just really such a shame. But anyways... Glocky?
Yeah.
Glocky nearly out of shape. That was at the final corner, I think. But Onyx and Weisling is developing, so these two have had some good battles this season, actually, between these two. Hopefully we'll see much better clean driving. Weisling is one of the cleanest drivers out on track, and he should get past here. He's running down the straight. The super softs are beginning to come into play. You can't fix people's egos. We can't. But we'll try. Onyx and Weisling though, running down the straight. Because Weisling, I would have tried to dip to the inside there. But he's round the outside of Onyx though. Onyx has given him plenty of room to manoeuvre. And he's got the move done. That was relatively good. He keeps out of the wall. Good recovery. Just a little bit of tap end. I think Onyx might have just misjudged that for a split second. I think he might have just misjudged that because I was on board with Weisling. He completed the move fairly, positioned the car lovely. I think Onyx was just expecting to come straight back into the slipstream. He just misjudged that a little bit. I'm just racing for Charlie, is Lewis. He's 44 seconds down. You never know, some of these guys may retire. I'd keep on plugging on because anything can happen in this race. Anything can really happen in this race. As Technique's in from the lead. Technique is in from the lead. So that means Weisling could go about 13, 14 laps.
Onyx has crashed.
Pit lane!
In the pit entry.
What? Did he misjudge that?
He certainly did, and he's gonna have to.
He's gonna have to try his front wing. Yeah, front wing completely broken, and he's got a 5-second stop go to serve as well. Oh dear, it is all going to pot. Technique, by the way, has got out behind Weisling by 12 seconds and ahead of Glocky, which is crucial, I think. So Technique is now in the net lead of the race, for certain. And
Not
is
going anywhere.
about 4 seconds ahead of Deneen.
Onyx isn't going.
He is.
What?
He will. He will. It's a glitch. Guarantee you. Unless he's stuck at... Please say he's not stuck in the pit lane.
Has he given up?
Onyx is stuck. Onyx is stuck. He's stuck in the pit lane. That's the first glitch we've had, I think, this season. In the final race, that somebody has got stuck in the pit lane, from my knowledge anyways. That's just ridiculous. I feel so sorry for him. He was looking as if he could get a podium. Then he crashed in the pit, and then it all went utterly wrong from there on. And now his race is just ruined. To be honest, he may as well just retire in the pit lane. I know it's something that he doesn't want to do, but yeah. Cancer game for real. Well, hopefully the glitches and everything will have fixed itself for next season. Oh my god. Absolutely unbelievable. Unreal. My YouTube is broken as well, which is just brilliant. Let me load the stream back up in the meantime. Niels has just joined, laughing at Onyx, stuck in the pits. And he is still there, he is still stuck in the pits. Pause and unpause, apparently, is the message. Pause and unpause is the message. See if that works. I don't think it will, though.
Now, surely. He's
nearly a lap down. He's nearly a lap down. In fact, I think he is a lap down. He is already a lap down, so... Such a shame. He might just stay there for the rest of the race and try and pick up some points if people retire. That's a good point, actually. Deneen, however, on his teammate. S-Boy and Deneen. Onyx saying he's done the pause and unpause. It hasn't worked. But Deneen now, this is going to be quite torturous now for Deneen. He's stuck behind his teammate and he's got a flying hammer behind him on a lot fresher tyres.
Yeah. Does indeed.
I can't pit now as I will get stuck even if he leaves. Onyx, can you try and retire it from the race if you can? That might fix it, I think. It's so unfortunate that this has happened, and it just comes to show how broken this game still is. Even though they brought out a new patch, what, not even a month ago? It's just ridiculous. S-Boy making one move there. Deneen trying to go around the outside of turn one. Oh,
surely not, surely not.
S-Boy, I think, just misjudged his acceleration off the corner of turn one. Deneen has gone on the outside, and Glocky's round. Glocky's round in the back, in the foreground of shot. He went round in turn three. Wow, that was a major spin. He must have got caught on the outside curb to do that. Saw it as soon as S-Boy was coming through. That's unbelievable. How bad can this race actually get? It's still...
It
is unreal, this. Hammerheads and S-Boy. Down the straight. Oh! Thought S-Boy was coming across him. Hammerheads though down the inside much later on the brakes. He's got the move done. And that might be one of the nicest moves I've seen all night. Hammerheads up to fourth. And he's now chasing Deneen for a net. Yes, get this. Net session. But Wiseleg should be coming out around S-Boy Vaporizer sort of area, I think, when he comes in the pits. Joe and Silas? Joel's waltzed past Silas on the straight. He's up to 9.
Yeah, he's got much fresher tyres.
So. Silas doing a nice job, obviously. And we are halfway through now, as Wiseleg... Or we are nearly halfway through, as Wiseleg is on lap 13. The leader is on lap 13, for that matter. Glocky's picked up a 5-second stop go for track extending. Not sure why he picked that up. But, as we go into... thingy, Glocky is into the pits. Prepare from wing damage, I do believe, after that contact with the wall. Onyx is still there in the pits. Maybe it might fix it when he comes in the pits. Glocky setting up a 5-second stop, got blistering occurring on his on his ultra softs. Front wing ring being replaced. Will he get stuck in the pits? No, he's away. He's away. So Glocky is going to be coming out in 10th because Lewis is only coming around the second last corner. It's all calmed down a little bit out on track. So Weislig picks up a 3-second stop go for 3-second time penalty, sorry. Glocky saying he hates this game so much. See, that's the problem. We're going to have to try and get at least a suitable structure running that makes sure the game is actually bloody workable before we start the next season. It's such a shame, but what can you do? What can you do when multiplayer is broken and they spend most of their time on career mode anyways?
Exactly. That's what people have been saying for years now.
Yeah, people, they put so much time and effort in the career mode and they make it all look, oh yes, they've added in R&D, oh yes, they've added in bloody practice sessions, whatever they add in next year. Focus on the heart of the game, focus on the multiplayer experience, and then we wouldn't have these problems. It's as simple as that. I'm a real critic of this game. I'm laying. You can
Everyone who plays
bite into me. You can bite into me if you want, but honestly, my opinion of this game, even though we run a league on this, is still the game is absolutely shite. The multiplayer experience is absolutely shite, and the servers are absolutely terrible. I think that's what it is. Vaporizer, however, going past S-Boy down the straight easily. Vaporizer is up to 5th. And he's actually up to net 4th now, because S-Boy's still got a pit, remember. And Montana will be closing in as well soon. Put your comments down in the comment section if you do want to get involved in our little rant that's going on at the minute.
I mean,
it's like deja vu all over again, this. So done with the game. Of course, the B-League driver can just go. Glocky. Onyx complaining to Glocky there because he came in the pit and he was absolutely fine. Onyx was just sitting there in the pit lane, minding his own business. This does, however, mean that Lewis will have to try and go to the end of the race on 21 lap old supers. They've got no chance. This tyre wear on this track, they've got no chance. This game can piss off with their cancer career mode. Nobody cares about this. People still put time and effort into this game, making sure they can try and do well at this. That's what I don't get. People's mindsets. They say they're going to quit league racing, and Weislig is a perfect example out in front. He said he wants to take time out of the game. I don't blame him. I really do not blame him. And I don't blame any other driver that comes to me and saying, oh, I'm going to take a break out of this game. I'm totally understanding if you want to do that. I'm totally understanding. We're probably going to lose like half the sign-ups now that I've said that.
Thanks,
but
Lee.
Honestly, thank you, Lee Mather. Thank you, Codemasters Birmingham. I'm sure rocks will be getting put through there if they don't improve the multiplayer experience for F1 2019. Anyways, Montana's goes up to S-Boy though in the meantime, and Vaporizer actually, this could be developing into a 3-way battle. This is just... state of the game is coming back, and it's coming back with a vengeance tonight. Weislig's in. Weislig is in. I think he'll be coming out ahead of Vaporizer. If I was to put my money on it, I think he'll be out ahead of Vaporizer and behind Hammer's by a couple of seconds. I think. He's in the pits, he's out the pits. Just as that, soon as that. Doesn't get Onyx going though. So they Vaporizer through the final corner. Weislig is going into the tunnel now. He should be out in front by, I think, 2 seconds. Maybe just under 2 seconds.
Yep, couple of
actually, it's going to be so close. It's going to actually be closer than this. Weislig's ahead, and he's ahead by about about a second he's ahead of. So that gives him room, which is good to see.
Oh, Montana replacing his front wing. Was that due to earlier contact?
Yeah, must have been.
Yeah.
Must have been. He's out the pits as well. I feel so sorry that we've got a couple of people going out the pits. And that is just Onyx just sitting there. Bless him. Poor his soul. He was on for a good result, nonetheless. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe this race could be kind of rerun. I'm not sure. We'll have to decide. But whatever does happen, we can pretty much share this. The game is shite. Really is. Lewis has come into the pits. He's under Onyx. He's inside of Onyx. That's quite bad to say on stream. He is inside of Onyx.
Uh-oh.
And I think both of them are now stuck in the pits. And he's just put in the comment section, let's have a break, I'll join you. Just having a biscuit. I think there'll be more. Get yourself a cup of tea. Get yourself pretty much everything that's out there. And then, yeah, you may as well have tea, crumpets, also. Goodness me. I don't know what speciality they serve in Abu Dhabi. But both of them now in the Williams pit garage are both stuck in the pits. They're both inside of each other. They are both... You can actually see the different front wings. If you look really closely, you can actually see both cars inside of each other. Quite strange.
Yeah.
Oh, Deneen rejoining just behind Silas out on track. And I mean literally just behind him. Oh, and it's waltzed around the outside. God. Oh, beautiful. He makes sure that move is done already, and that is a really nice move. Silas is on 14 lap ball supers and he has to pit again. But that was lovely around the outside by Deneen. Nice clean space, good spatial awareness by Silas. That is good to see going forward. And both of them currently 6 and 7. But Deneen now, I think he's only going to be on for top 5 at this stage. Why is they beginning to close the gap down to Hamres as well?
Oh. Well, he's going to have to pit.
Hamres will have to pit. He'll be in this lap, I think. I'm watching Wisely. Oh, and he's all out of control. Goodness me. You see him nearly have a half spin there. He's in. Yeah, he's coming in.
Yeah.
Do we get points for this? Fastest pit stop. If you've got fastest lap, but you haven't now, Wisely's just said fastest lap. He can now begin to hunt down technique, but both Red Bulls now 1 and 2. 15 seconds. Wisely's got no chance, I don't think, to catch that. Possible, but I don't know. Joe is now in 3rd, so the Joe fan club better be getting excited by this. He might have to pit again, and in fact Technique might have to pit again as well, just clicking on. Montana is across the line. Lewis has left the session. Don't blame him. He has to give us the Constructors title for this. See me. S-Boy by the way out the pit lane behind Vaporizer. 15 seconds the gap. Lewis has rejoined, I think. But 15.5 seconds the gap. Technique is looking quite cosy out in front. Well, we've got a bit of a break. I don't know what to fill the void with now.
Talking about how terrible this game is.
Yeah, I think. Talk about next season. Let's talk about next season. I kind of can announce some things now, as there's a yellow flag actually. What's that yellow flag? Just seen a yellow flag through the bloody final corner. Who was that?
Don't know.
See, yellow flag's there.
I can't see it.
There's green flags. It's in the pit lane. They've got yellow flags in the pit lane.
For those guys, I think.
They've got bloody yellow flags in the pit lane. And Lewis has rejoined the session and he can't even take control of his car now.
They just left the car. What? The pit crew have just come out and gone home. out.
What on earth has happened there? Very strange. Anyways, developing battle out on track. Hamres and Deneen, B-League champ against Hamres, who has probably been one of the inconsistent drivers in terms of attendance, but when he turns up, he does try and deliver all and leave it all out on track, which is good, and that's what we want going forward this season. At least we have one award. Onyx, Smurt and Lewis. Can't even do donuts now. You don't even have a pit crew now. They've all gone home. They've all settled off back to Australia in 3 months' time. Goodness me. Deneen, however, running down the straight. Lewis has joined. Hopefully the pit crew might come out. Deneen round the outside on Hamres. Just loses control of the car. Oh, contact. Deneen, I don't think should have gone for that. I think he should have just waited and set them behind. And he should do now. I think that was more Deneen's end than anything else. He's just trying to get the move done early. He should just sit him behind, wait for the DRS. I think. What time is quali? Let's have a talk. 6 o'clock, I think, our time. I do recall. I do believe. I'm not going to be up then, so I'm just going to catch the results.
I will.
After.
I will. I'll be up early as always.
Here's Deneen down the inside on Hamres into turn 1. Hamres keeping him around the outside. Both staying within track limits. Good to see, but Deneen's got the position. Nice stuff from Deneen. Hamres on a lap fresher tyres. Is he saving up his ERS? Yes. That's the answer to that. He's saving up his ERS. Gap for the lead, by the way, has came down by 2 seconds. 13.2 now, the gap. Technique being closed down slightly. There's the yellow flag in sector 3.
Oh, Lewis is out. What?
Lewis is out the pits, and Pelly is now stuck in the pits. Pelly's AI is now stuck in the pits. It's never ending. Never ending. If you want to come into the pits,
don't.
If you want to come in the pits, yeah, we're gonna have to be seeing drivers bloody ending up on 2 hind legs, 2 rear wheels by the end of this race, I think. Deneen and Hamres, however, are still battling. Hamres just turned in from slightly. Montana is hunting them down. This could be for podium, actually. Montana in a podium after the race he's had. Good recovery drive if he does manage to do this. But Deneen and Hamres, I mean, come on, they're still side by side. Hamres now ahead. But I thought they were going to go all through the final sector, side by side. That would have been great stuff. Leaders, by the way, are on lap 21 out of 28, 75% race distance. Pelly's AI now stuck in the pits. And a great battle going on for 4th. Onyx Mur rejoining and joining the session. Rejoining the session seems to work if he does want to try and come out. But I mean, he must be, what, 6-7 laps down now. In fact, we are on lap 22, not 21. As I've just said, I'm taking this on board with Montana, who tries a late one down the inside of Deneen. I don't think he's got the traction off the corner, and he doesn't. Could he try and get a double run? A double tour here? I think he could. I think he could. He really could if he puts it up to 8th gear.
Oh,
no, just backs off. Backs off and he'll try and get down the straight, because these two now starting to battle. Perfect run out from Montana here. Yellow flag sector 2, sector 3. Onyx has left the session. Montana going around the outside of both of them. 3 wide down the straight. Montana round the outside. Beautiful stuff. Really nice stuff. Round the outside. He got Deneen down the straight, but he's got Hamres. Sorry, he got Hamres down the straight, and he's got Deneen round the outside, going into the braking zone for the 3rd sector. Montana is now I think he's up to 3rd place.
Yep, and we only have one car stuck in the pits. Now goes Onyx and start going.
Oh, he's 7 laps down. He's 7 laps down.
He can still win. He can still win this.
He can still get 12th. He can still get 12th.
Oh yeah.
Onyx is on lap 10 apparently. He can't spectate himself. Oh dear. Well, whoever the 14 viewers are, including me that's watching this on the stream, yeah, it's been a bit of a weird race, this one.
Yeah,
Goodness me.
so bizarre, unbelievable. Oh.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Alex has joined twice on my screen here, so he must be playing it.
Gap for the lead coming down, but it's not enough. 10.2 seconds. Wisely though is going to be going out on quite a high here. He sat at the back. He started from the back. 17th up to second. Technique, I know, has got a penalty, but I do think Wisely's also got a penalty as well. I'll check this as the group for 4th coming through the final, into the final sector. Technique has got 2 penalties. Wisely has got 1 penalty, so maybe if that guy comes down to within 3 seconds, he could still win. Montana's got nothing, Joel's got nothing, Deneen has got a stop goal, which I think he served, and 2 penalties. Hamres has got a penalty. Vaporizer has got 4 penalties. Goodness knows what he's been doing this race. S-Boy's got a penalty, Silas has got a penalty, and Golocki's got a stop goal which he served and a penalty on this lap. Yellow flag, sector 2, sector 3, not sure. Lewis is 6 minutes down, by the way. He is 6 minutes down. On Pelly's AI. Oh, and he's letting everyone through. He has cried enough. Lewis has cried enough, and he's on a set of hypers. He'd be going for qualifying run, I think. Gap for the lead is coming down. Wisely is really beginning to try and motor here. Technique not using up any ERS. Onyx, by the way, is saying he bought this game for €60 to drink a cup of tea in the pits. Quite true. Quite true, quite fair that. Deneen's giving Montana a bit of a worry here, though.
He is? Oh yeah, he's still keeping up with it.
And gap for the lead is still coming down. 8.4 seconds. Wisely could still do this. Lewis has gone past Pelly, by the way. Lewis is now in for 11th. It's only going to take Onyx another couple of more laps. Joe is all out of shape here. Montana's right on the back of him. Doesn't want to go for a Onyx Kazizzle dive bomb. And he left him through quite wisely there. But he's came in front of Deneen and he's going to let Deneen through as well. And, is he coming in the pits? No, Deneen 3-second time penalty. I might remove that because Joe was letting him through. So I think it might be only fair if we try and remove that 3-second time penalty. Lewis saying he can cut corners, and Onyx saying he can't rest. Yeah, he's still in thingy for me. Ghost mode. I think. Oh no, he's not. Is he back underway? I'm not sure if he's back underway or what. Vaporizer! Turn 3. Vaporizer's crashed at turn 3. And he's gone further on than Matthias. He's gone further on than Matthias. Technique 7.5 seconds. This could come down to the wire here. The gap that Wisely is closing him down at, as Hamres has got past Joe, who I think has got a puncture, has he? Or certainly he's losing the back end. He hasn't got a puncture, but those tyres have gone.
Yeah.
If that might mean Technique's tyres are going. Yellow flag sector 3. It's not Technique and it's not Wisely. And it's not any of the guys. I think it'll be Lewis then, if that's the case. Lewis is on for a point. I've just realised this. Lewis is on for a point. Unbelievable. Another 4 seconds, by the way, for Wisely to catch. Those tyres are beginning to come to the end of their life, however. Wisely, 6.9 seconds off. Closing in the gap. Technique, his tyres could go before the end. They could well and truly easily go. And I'm just seeing, actually, they're both within the same shot now. That is not 6.7 seconds.
Oh.
That is 6.7 seconds. I'm kidding myself. That is 6.7. Technique, though, his tyres are blistering like hell. He is blistering like hell. Those tyres must be nearly at like 100%. For tyre temps, anyways. He's losing control.
Oh,
he's losing control. Those tyres, he might have to pit here. If he does, he'll be out in second, but that means his race win goes. Wiselig is now down to less than 6 seconds. He's only got to close in another 2.7 seconds and get within 3 seconds to get the win here and round off his TFRL career, seemingly, on a high. Technique, has he misjudged this with 3 laps to go? I think he has. I really think he has. He's taking those tyres so far into the race. They're both going to be ending up in the same shot any second. He's gone wide. He's through there safely. Wiselig gets through the final sector where Wiselig really starts to get going. 5.3, 5.2, that gap is whittling down every step of the way. And if one puncture happens, Technique is done. And I may just point out that Wiselig has nearly closed in 2 seconds already from the last lap to this lap. It can be done. It is possible for Wiselig to win this race. Can Lewis get a point just before Vaporizer, by the way? He's got he's 2 laps behind Vaporizer with 3 laps to go.
Lewis, if he is pushing now, which he is, he'll overtake him and score an unlikely point.
Yeah, Technique going through there okay. Wisely going through there okay. Looking quite nice. What sort of monstrosity has he done to cut the corners there? A 128.1 from Lewis. How on earth that was not invalidated is beyond me. I guess I can try and give him the benefit of the doubt there. Wisely 4.5 seconds. 1.5 seconds. What?
Right, let me see if he's got a penalty for that. He just completely cut the chicane bit. Let me see.
I hope he has.
No.
Otherwise he'd be getting one added on. he knows the glitch round here, I think.
Maybe that stuck in the pits glitch has caused him to
he might be decent.
Supernatural powers.
Yeah. But both in the same shot pretty much. Wiselig and Technique. And it's that I thought that was Technique's rear right going. I thought that rear right had just gone, but it hasn't. He's still continuing on. He's got 2 laps to go and a second buffer. That is going to be closing down. Those tyres are going. Can he get to the end without a puncture? Can Wisely get within 3 seconds? It's all coming to crescendo. Wisely could even win this out on track, you know. He's closing at such a rate, he could still get this out on track.
2 penalties for
There Technique. He is in the background of shot.
1 penalty for Wisely, yeah.
How has the race been? Quite boring, Wiselig, to be honest, but Wiselig, from 17th to 1st, is closing in on a very weary and a very weak Technique gaming, especially with those tyres. The blistering, you can see how bad the blistering is on the rear tyres, especially around here in Abu Dhabi. But the season finale is about to come to a head, and he's lost control of the car. My God, he could have been in the wall. He could have been in the wall, and that, I'm afraid, is it, because Technique Gaming is not going to be winning this race if he makes more mistakes like that. Wiselig now within 3 seconds, and it's now Technique that is on the back foot, because Wiselig is closing in 1 snap of the tyres going, and that will be it for Technique. 2.3 seconds. Wiselig, I don't think, can get this out on track and win it out on track, apart from the penalties. Interesting to see, he is still getting closer though.
Yeah, he wants to make sure that he's within range to take this win, of course.
Esco picks up a 3 second time penalty. What a weird result to this race. Lewis is now on the same lap, I think, as Vaporizer, so he might get that point. 2.2 seconds. Oh, that's a really, really good shot there on the rear tyres that I've just had up on Technique's end. 1.9 seconds. Weislig has now got a 1.1 second buffer in his favour. Does he let Technique have this? Or does he go for the win on his final TFRL race? I think he goes for the win. Technique, one. He's only got 1 sector to go. He's done it really well, man, to get these tyres round from essentially on a one-stop strategy. A brilliant, brilliant strategy. He's picked up a little too many penalties, though. If Weislig picks up another penalty, though, that is it. Technique will win. This is how crucial it could be. Both Red Bulls now coming around the final 2 corners. Technique Gaming is about to come across the line on track in first. He will win here in Abu Dhabi, but coming across. Oh, he's crashed! Oh. He's crashed! He's crashed after the line. I may stress, and it's 1.5 seconds to Weislig. So Weislig, the championship winner, has done it here in Abu Dhabi on his final race. That is how you end your career. That's how not you end your career, with Technique Gaming now on the left hand side of the track. Montana across the line in third. Hammers. Deneen has run out of fuel at the end. Deneen has run out of fuel at the end, and that could be costly. And that is costly for fourth, actually, because I think they were both on the same penalties. Joe has came across the line in sixth and will remain there. S-Boy coming across the line in seventh. Silas is track extending into the final corner in eighth. Great stuff by Silas there. On his TFRL debut, actually, I may add. Goloki is coming around the final corner. Hasn't been his race. He can focus on B-League tomorrow. Goloki around the final corner. Trying to go for fastest lap, I think, here. I don't think he's going to get it. He comes across the line in ninth. Lewis has got into the points. And completely cutting corners. But what a strange, strange, strange race that was. Very strange. The amount of over-aggressive driving needs work. Definitely needs work.
As a result, I think I win the prediction.
You got your prediction, yeah?
Today.
You get your prediction.
Everyone thought, nah, that's not going to happen. What's he doing again?
Well,
another wacky prediction.
I said in the middle of the race he was keeping it quiet. It was about 1/3 through the race, I think. And I said, Weislig is keeping it quiet. He is maintaining his tyres well. He's the one to watch. I thought he could have got third. I never thought he could. Technique is suicidal. Red Bull 1-2, of course. Has Red Bull actually nicked the Constructors? I haven't done the Constructors since round 2, so... Who knows on that end? I'll try and get them out next week. But... start a 3-lap race to do donuts. You're under instruction. And that's actually quite appropriate. We'll do that. Because it's the end of the season. We will do that. Fireworks go off in the background. The finale to TFRL A-League. Hopefully B-League will be a bit cleaner tomorrow night. I'm expecting big things from our guys tomorrow. Weislig has taken it from the back of the field. Technique in second. Montana, I think, do you know what? Weislig and Montana, joint driver of the days here tonight. Weislig based on his performance. Montana based on his comeback. Because he was down in 10th and pretty much out of it. And he got third. So good recovery drive from him. Hammers fourth, Deneen in fifth. Yeah. Hammers fourth, Deneen fifth, Joel sixth, S-Boy seventh, Silas eighth, Glocky ninth, Lewis in 10th, he gets that point. Vaporizer, Pelly, Onyx, Storm, Kazizel and the rest down at the back. Matthias, one of those early casualties after his turn 3 crash. I think it was on map 2 or 3 where he crashed. There. Hashtag clean for sure. Yeah, we've got to try and maintain the cleanest. If we can change the settings then to a 3-lap race. And I will spectate. And I will be announcing some stuff. how people go. And here, but everyone, thank you for tuning into the stream. By the way, we will have this 3-lap race, which can be a joint thing. It can be in tribute of Charlie Whiting, and it can also be in tribute of everything. 3 words, 8 letters. Just do it. What? Niels. Well, everyone is putting out links to the stream. No new sign-ups during tonight. However, will there be any interviews? Do you want to have interviews? The sign-up link for next season, because he has came to me asking for the sign-up link. Oh, how do I sign up for next season, he said. Because this little thing, certainly we will improve the driving standards for next season. Yeah. Yeah. Just, yeah. Yeah. Anyways. The season is over. That's what we've got to think. A-League season is over. B-League season will be over. Oh, and I can, as we are going to spectate. I won't commentate on this. I will just be purely thinking. There's a North Korean in here, I think. But yeah, let's come on to the announcements. And the announcements are F1 updates. 72 sign-ups so far coming into next season, which is absolutely fantastic, and I think every single one of you who has signed up so far, if you haven't, sign up. It will be worth it. As Oi Dave has just joined on the bottom there. Francis Jessica, that's a bit of a weird name.
I literally invited everyone on my friends list online, so...
Francis Jessica is in this open lobby.
Interesting people.
Francis Jessica's first race since Baku this season, actually. Oh, dear me. Right, it does appear we are going to have some driver interviews. Let's go on with Montana first, because I think he might have some stuff to say regarding the driving that was out on track tonight. Talk us through, first of all, how qualifying and the rest went.
Qualifying was pretty solid, pretty happy with that. I got blocked by Jack Meyer in a fast lap, which was a little bit interesting, but that's fine. And yeah, then I got pushed by Kazizl a few times off track, which was hard, maybe not that fair, but okay. Then Kazizl and Onyx were driving against each other quite dirty. Yeah, then Onyx put Kazizl in the wall, and then Onyx lost it because of overheating tires at the end. And I got front wing damage, so I had to pit. Then I got out of pits. We went three wide into a corner, and I front wing damage again. I drove 10 laps of front wing damage, and then I pitted again, and somehow I still got third.
Yeah,
however, I have no clue how I did that.
Yeah, I honestly thought you drove really well in that recovery. You got into that rhythm, back into that rhythm. You drove sensationally well, and you've got joint driver of the day with Wiselig. which is
Yeah,
a
the thing
shame.
is, like, I was really thinking I should give up. Like, it's not worth it, but never give up, guys.
Never give up because you get a podium out of it. That is, but that was just unbelievably weird, that race. For season finale, that was probably one of the most unclean races I think I've seen in a long, long time. But obviously, going into next season, you have signed up, haven't you? Yeah, you have.
Yes, of course.
Of course. What are your expectations for next season?
Of course, I will try to win every single race, which is not possible, but that has to be the goal for every driver, in my opinion. And yeah, World Championship title, of course. Strong competition with Onyx, Wisely, maybe X3, and technique is very good as well now. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Of course, we've got some secret weapons lined up for next season, certainly for F1. VSR Josh, VSR Blizzard going to be racing next season as well. Oh yes.
Wait, is VSR Blizzard the one on top of like every time trial?
Yes.
Ah.
And I have personally signed him.
Can we talk about turning safety car off, maybe?
Safety
It
car?
doesn't make sense. Yes.
What about rules
yeah, I mean,
there were in the pits.
Yeah, there were collisions there.
In the pits and safety car came out.
Yeah, there were collisions there.
Lots of collisions today, and no safety car at all. Like, people were dying left, right, and center, and nothing. So it's a random factor, which isn't really necessary because there's no debris on track and stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe you should make a poll or something like that.
Yeah, I think obviously we're going to be speaking to each other after this race, of course, to decide driver placements. Yes. And then, what was I going to say? I had something in my mind and I've totally forgot what I was going to say. It's because I'm seeing Ball Boy going around track extending everywhere. That's putting me off. What was I going to say? Yeah, safety car. Obviously, we are going to take a decision on that running next season. Because of the game being so broken, then obviously I think it's something that we're going to have to look into. I'm going to postpone the start date for a week to make sure we get the decisions right and ensure that all lobby settings work, first of all, and then we can run the league going forward. So, important decisions, but your note about safety car is taken on board, and we'll probably have a discussion about that later on tonight.
Thanks.
No worries. Thank you very much. Who else is here? Let's have a look. We have got... Do you want to try and do the interviews, Ball Boy, with you track sitting out on track?
I don't know who else is here.
Technique is here.
Ah, well, Tenny.
That was Lewis, I think.
Talk us through your race, of course, because it looked like you were gonna win it, and then of course your tyres fell off at the end, and with that penalty, Wisely was able to snatch it off you. So, yeah, how was the race from your point of view?
The start was kind of crazy. Everyone running around. Then I went to pit, and people just deemed it just like that. I took some stupid penalties when I tried to be fast, and on lap 20 I lost my tires. Then Wisely caught me, kind of, and I lost it. Or anything to add?
I'll come in on this point. Do you think you could have managed your tyres better and try and maintain that gap to Wisely come the end of the race, or could you not have done anything differently?
I think I could have taken less curbs. I think they increased the tyre wear and heat. And also it was maybe a bit too early pit stop. That's it, I guess.
Yeah. But good race. Obviously, you've signed up for next season. What are your expectations going into next season?
Well, of course I try to win championship and races because that's what we try to do always.
Well, as long as you race clean, as long as you race quick, we'll be happy, and you won't have any bother from us.
Okay.
And you will find out your cars very soon as well.
Okay.
But that is all. Thank you very much,
Sounds good to
Technique.
me. Thank you, thank you.
Right, who else is here? Bullboy, you can take this one. You can take the last two. Because we've got somebody that caused a bit of controversy here. It's Onyx Mer.
Yeah. Oh, right, okay. Well, Onyx, talk us through those first couple of hectic laps.
Yeah, I had a very good quality. Especially good start. I picked up first position in the first lap, but yeah, more position was overtaking me just running out of road. I was just so done with this racing. Well, I got from karma. Yeah, and then I was in the pits for 1500 seconds. Spectated the race. It's pretty
Yeah, I
long,
mean,
my race.
yeah, I mean, without the contacts and stuff, do you think you could have won that race? Because you had great pace on the
Yeah.
ultras and quali.
After the pressure, because there's all Montana spun around. But yeah, I picked up some wind damage. Yeah, that's my race pretty much.
Yeah, just coming on to the incident with Kazizel, actually. What happened with that?
Oh, well, in lap 4, the straight, he was on my inside, I was on his outside, he just gave me no space to run me out of road. So I did it back for his karma. He did it last race to me as well. Yeah. And then 1 lap later I gave him 0 space, so he crashed. That's it.
Bullboy.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me. Yeah, well, hopefully, well, it'll be next season, wouldn't it? Next thing, or unless we're doing any more, of course, which we are, like test sessions and whatever. So, yeah, all the best for them, and commiserations, major commiserations.
Let's hope the game fixes itself next time for him.
Yeah, it's
never.
a game.
Oh dear. Yeah, such a shame. But thank you anyways.
Thank you.
Right, Deneen is the final driver. I'm not sure if you picked up on the fact that you were leading in A-League for a good couple of laps. How did that come about, and was it expected?
Well, of course I wasn't expecting it. I mean, I lined up P5, thought that was a good enough qualifying. I thought I could have got higher, but I kept doing bad racing. And then at the start, there was a Red Bull who decided that he wanted to kamikaze and almost took me out of turn 2. He flunked it on the inside, clipped me, and if I didn't let him through, I would have been out, and so would he. I don't know who it was. And I was leading then because everyone just took themselves out because apparently no one knows how to drive now. So I took the lead then, and I was leading for a few laps, and I think Technique passed me. Then I had a moment into the hotel section, and I think I pitted then. And then I had a little moment of controversy because I was behind S-Boy, and I think he was my teammate and he had a pitted, and I was in the next lead. I was really thinking he'd let me through, but I guess that wasn't the case, and after that I passed him, and that cost me a good 2 seconds. Definitely could have got more out of this race. I think I could have got maybe a podium, but things weren't where they need to be.
Bullboy?
Well, I guess we can ask you about next season again. I think we've already asked you this, but we'll ask it again anyway, on how you think you know, what you want to achieve for the new season coming up?
Well, if I'm in A-League, which VSR Blizzard and Montana, I'm just going to be trying to get the points as the races go by. But if I'm B-League, I'm going to, what's the word I'm looking for? Bounce another championship charge and try go for another championship. But if I'm in A-League, I don't see myself being anywhere near the top.
Indeed, well,
Ooh,
yeah, well done anyway.
do your
on,
time 12 times.
having a strong showing here today, and yeah, all the best, of course, for the next season.
Goodbye, and for the final time in F1, Shafty Mushy.
Terrible. That was Deneen. Right, is anybody else here? Oh, it's still Montana's still here. Right. Right, on to updates and announcements. Yes, I can't wait for this bit. So, next season, as I was saying before we did the driver interviews, 72 sign-ups already this season, going for next season, which is absolutely fantastic. I thank each and every individual that has signed up. Most recent sign-ups, I can say, include JB22, F1MC, and Mr. XBreX30, who've both signed up, courtesy of Buff Esports. Let's give them a shout-out while it lasts. I can't view this race somehow, which is absolutely fantastic. But, yeah, so 72 sign-ups. Next week, we are going to be hosting driver improvement lobbies. This is a thing I did with my previous league back on PS3, on F1 2013 it was. So, might be a bit ring rusty, but the purpose of these driver improvement lobbies is, as it says on the tin, improve drivers. That's what we want from everyone. If we get somebody to a 10th improvement, I'd be happy. It's a job well done. If we clean them up, it's a job well done. But what our task is, essentially, what the format is going to be next week, we're going to be using the FRL sessions. So that is Monday, Thursday, Saturday, next week to run these sessions. We could host them in place of A-League and B-League as well, if needs be. So we could prioritise our days for that. But everything that's going to be happening based on that, as we load into the race, thank God. What was I on about? I've lost my train of thought.
Practice sessions.
Yes, what our format is going to be, it's going to be a 30-minute practice session, 18-minute qualifying, 50% race. Now, this is something unnatural. We're not going to be running practice sessions, of course, next season, but these driver improvement lobbies, in that 30-minute slot, we're going to take 6 drivers into a party with us. It's going to be me and Ballboy hosting it. 6 drivers will come into the party with us who are going to be, we think, high priority, which essentially means they need the most work. We are going to be live streaming it, so make sure you are watching the live stream so we can pick up on points and aspects of driving where we think you could improve on. We will help you to achieve that. It's going to be quite long, quite eventful, I would think, but the purpose is to improve the drivers that are there. And if we can improve drivers that are there, I'd be happy. But, as people get off the grid, so that's what's going to be happening next week. As I say, A-League and B-League, next week's going to be used for the driver improvement sessions. We are going to be seeking to run evaluation races as well the week after, I can say. So that is the week commencing the 25th of March. I do believe, as Reaper is getting put into a wall. It's me.
Reaper?
Yeah, the Reaper A42 is here. Oh, and he has been put in a wall. That's death right there. But yeah, F1, I'm very positive about the season going ahead. There's just colossal crashes going on here. This is not the sort of driving we'd be advertising next season in TFRL. I'm sure what this has been shown on stream, but any other things that we've got to cover on the F1 side? Driver placements. They'll be out soon. They will be out soon. The calendar will hopefully be out on Monday. We're going to discuss it as soon as the stream ends. We are going to discuss it, and we're going to discuss some driver placements as well as soon as the stream ends. Maybe through the power of Minecraft as well. But that's from the F1 side of things. If you missed Project Cars update last night on FRL, you probably haven't heard that we're going to be running Formula Renaults on Project Cars. Our first championship on there, which is absolutely fantastic. I can't wait. I'm personally going to run that side, Project Cars. I will be getting somebody, or at least 2 people on board to help me Project Cars. If you're interested in wanting to help out Project Cars, I know a couple of people have been, send me a message just saying you're interested, and I will get back to you. It's as simple as that. But the proper league announcement will come on will come on April Fool's Day, and honestly, it's not a joke. Before you comment, we are going to be running Formula Renaults. But yeah, it's something going to be really exciting. I think we also mentioned IndyCar. That could be used as a league as well on Project Cars. Depends on how many sign-ups we get. But Formula Renaults is our first choice, but I'm going to leave it up in the sign-ups to people and see what the drivers want to do. It might not necessarily be Formula Renaults, it might be something else. But I'm going to put like 6 championship ideas down, and the most voted ones get run, essentially. So there's going to be six sets of plans for 6 different leagues, while only 1 can run. So, going to be quite busy. So that's Project Cars. GT Sport obviously is going to be on Sunday at Fuji Speedway. And that is the one with the flat right-hander, not the little kink, as people have been alluding to. It is definitely the one that is just a right-hander, flat right-hander. So that is GT Sport. I'm not sure if there's anything else I need to go on about. I know there's a couple of comments in, so let me have a look.
Dirt Rally, maybe?
Dirt Rally, that is on pause at the minute. Dirt Rally is on pause at the minute. We've got enough sign-ups there, but it's purely because I still need to investigate the game, and I haven't got around to doing it. It's as simple as that. But if anybody is interested in becoming an admin for the Dirt Rally side, please let me know as well. I'm sure Montana is staying here probably to discuss that with me.
No, I'm just listening, actually.
Just listening. That's what they all say. But yeah, so Dirt Rally is currently on hold. Hopefully we can get it running, I would say, end of April, May sort of time. Dates for Project Cars, we should be getting mid-April for the start date for that. So mid-April for Project Cars. It's going to be quite busy. That's where the schedule's going to come in for our leagues. Of course, Superhero has put in, "Hi everyone, is there going to be no safety car? I can make a folder for Project Cars too." We are going to look into ways in how we can deal with safety cars. I think the option at the minute possibly is to turn it off altogether, given the state of the game at the minute. But that is going to be held in discussions, and we'll let you guys know in due course. And I will put out an announcement on Discord if we so choose to run either with or without safety car, and I will confirm the settings for F1 very soon as well. Regarding Project Cars 2, yes, you can make a folder. I will have a look over your plans again, Superhero, just to confirm them, and then we can get that running as well. Anything from your end, Ballboy?
Well, of course, FIFA is still going, and GT Sport as well. So, yeah. Once you play your matches, and hopefully we get a good battle.
Oh no. CSR Kimmy has signed for AOR. Oh, I was put a sign up in for AOR. That was done about 3-4 weeks ago, nearly. But yeah, apart from that, has anybody else got to say anything? Or are we done? Except from Damon Hill. I think we can leave it there. Thank you very much for watching this A-League season finale in Abu Dhabi. We'll be back tomorrow night for B-League, where there'll be hopefully better racing than tonight and less aggressive racing than tonight. We will work closely with those that did drive aggressively. I think that's a good way to end. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye. Damon Hill.